Hey, what's up, YouTube? Back at it again. Just want to touch down on a trending topic that's going on Twitter with Tariq Nasheed and immigration involving different African countries, mainly with Nigeria or whatever. And what he said, what Tariq Nasheed said was like, why are they coming to America, and leeching off, America for the things that's supposed to be for us, the African Americans, and why they not, staying in their countries and building their own countries and stuff like that, which is true. And the thing that I guess like the Nigerians countered with was like, why did Tariq Nasheed why did he create FBA when ADOS was already established, and you cause a division with your own African American community, which is true too. Like, it is a double-edged sword, and what people need to understand with Tariq Nasheed, like, but first let's talk about what he said and what that mean. Like, he was saying that they coming over here, getting through immigration and stuff like that. Our country, America, is, they designed this country to be that way, where, a lot of Africans, they come over here, they reap the benefits that African Americans are supposed to reap. We supposed to get all those benefits, but they're the ones that's getting it. They getting, they coming over, they're getting in high positions in government, institutions, corporations and stuff like that. And we know exactly why they're doing it, because you got to think about it. Like, when immigrants come over here, they don't really know our laws over here. They don't understand, like, most of them don't even know who the first president of the United States is, They don't understand the history that's over here, They know one thing they do know is that we were slaves, that's been under oppression and stuff. So when they do get here, which is proven fact, they kind of separate themselves and build their own, their own community within the United States, and they kind of separate themselves from us, which is true. Like, I ain't gonna say all of them, but you do see it. It's a proven fact. We see it all the time. And you gotta understand, America has designed it to be that way, because you gotta understand, like, they don't know the history, our laws and stuff, so they could come in, create an immigration class, because the immigration class is getting bigger and bigger by the year. It's not even just with Africans. This is with different countries from all over the world, and they don't understand the Constitution of the United States, and they don't know the history of certain events that happen in the United States that kind of shaped the mold of how we operate today. So the powers that be, they know that immigration is beneficial to them, so they can undermine the U.S. Constitution and everybody's rights. They could use social media and other influences to undermine what our rights really are. It's like a sleight of hand. They dealing out these cards, and they doing like these hand trick movements to undermine what our rights really are in this country and stuff. So, and a lot of immigrants, you have to be aware of that. You have to know when you come over here, this is what you're dealing with. Like, try not to get too defensive when African Americans, take a stance on immigration and stuff like that, because this is why we're in the situation we are in now. Because what Tariq Nasheed said is true. Like, y'all supposed to be building up your country, man. Like, we done seen, the Haitians come over here, man. Like, they come over here, like, in Texas, like, they kind of basically invaded Texas. And that wasn't a pretty sight to see. That was actually embarrassing, to see them come over here like that when the country is completely disabled, and desolated like that, and they figured they had no choice but to come here. Some of them stayed in Mexico and stayed over there. because their country is too much of it's too messed up over there. And what Tariq Nasheed is right, man. Like, y'all own your own land over here. Like, it's like for African Americans in America, it's very hard to own land in America. Like, but for y'all over there in y'all countries, and in the Caribbeans and different countries in the African continent, y'all own y'all land. Like, y'all own the ground y'all walk on. Y'all own that shit, man. Like, that y'all gotta try not to take that for granted, man. I know, like, your politics, the government, it's not, they're not all the way fair with y'all, but y'all still own your own land and stuff. Like, and plus there's too much technology, too much innovation that's circulating around the world to not make your country better. Your country's supposed to get better, man. Like, we in 2022. This is not the 1800s or the 1700s or even the 1900s. Like, technology has advanced. So many stuff have there's just so many innovative things that y'all could implement in y'all country and stuff over there. That y'all could really live a paradise out there. Y'all supposed to be, but instead, like, over here, y'all come running over here thinking everything is good over here. Everything ain't good over here, man. We still at war over here, man. I know y'all see all the things that's going over here, man. It's crazy over here, man. And not only that, man, what makes it so bad is that we got our own people that's selling us all the way the hell out, man. we got a lot of sellouts out over here too, man. So yeah, you gotta be aware of, like, try not to be too defensive when African Americans kind of call y'all out on that, because we do need help over here. Like, there's because in reality, African Americans, we are the strongest black people on the planet, like, that don't have a home. Like, and at the same time, we don't have a home. Like, we don't really have a home. And not only that, but, like, the things that America do for y'all, for immigrants, y'all country don't do that for us over here. Like, we supposed to have the red carpet. Y'all supposed to, like, the countries over there, whether it's the Caribbeans, whether it's the African countries and stuff, y'all supposed to lay out the red carpet for African Americans, just because of what the hell we had to go through, our ancestors had to go through over here in America. And still, what we still going through right now. Y'all supposed to be laying out the red carpet for us to come back home and, like, and reap the benefits in y'all country. And not only that, but there's a lot of us with a lot of money. The American dollar goes far in y'all countries, man. And that's another thing too that you're not taking advantage of. The American dollar goes far in your country. And we could really, get some real investments going on, like, and that's something that y'all need really be to take advantage of. And that's not really being taken advantage of. Like, it's like, if we try to go over there, the only country that's really, rolled out the red carpet for us is Ghana, man. They the only ones, really. The whole entire African diaspora should be rolling out the red carpet for us, man. Because minimum wage, minimum wage over here is like a very healthy lifestyle in your country, man. Like, we would not be poor in your country. Like, but it's like, but at the same time, I do like what Nigeria is doing with the Echo Atlantic construction that's going on over there. I do like what they're doing over there. It's a start. There's other countries, that's kind of following the footsteps. But yeah, like, try not to get too defensive on that. But on the flip side of that, people gotta understand, like, what the Nigerians said about why did Tariq Nasheed and he divided the ADOS movement from them, like, and created FBA, the Foundation of Black Americans. Now, what people got to understand with Tariq Nasheed is that this guy is controlled opposition, yo. That's what people need to understand with Tariq Nasheed. He is controlled opposition, yo. He he is not 100% free to do whatever he want to do when it comes to a revolutionary standpoint. The man is controlled by the very people that he is supposedly fighting against. That's what people need to understand, you know. Tariq Nasheed is controlled opposition. Same thing with everybody else. Like everybody else that's just running around with the, you know, with everything, you know, with they speeches and about black empowerment and all this other stuff. They're controlled oppositions, man. This is why they can't stand someone like me, because I'm not controlled. Like I am outside of their control, and it's going to stay that way too. You know what I mean? And they know it's going to stay that way, but they're trying to, you know, prevent everything that's supposed to be happening for me. They're trying to prolong that prevention, you know, because they don't want to feel small or like or feel like they're shrinking, you know. But people got to understand, people like Tariq Nasheed is controlled opposition. Like he can't do anything to what he's already doing, which means he got to play both sides of the fence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his intentions probably be like, yeah, he really want to help black people and stuff. But at the same time, since he's so controlled opposition, he got to play the other side of the fence to divide everybody, yo. And the same thing goes for everybody else that's running around talking about, you know, black empowerment. Oh, we got to come together and empower ourselves and build businesses and all this shit. They're not really about that, man. You got to understand, these people are controlled oppositions, yo. They're controlled by the very people that they're trying to fight against. And that's a major problem, because we can't really get anything done. Like, the FBA, you know, like, who are they, you know, well, what have they really done? Like, what laws have they changed? What petitions have they written? And this is the thing, like, this is how you start change, man. Like, you gotta petition the government, man. And nobody's talking about that. You gotta petition the government so we could write a new, once we get the petition going, we could write a new bill and then force our government, the Congress, to respond to everything. Because if you don't do that, that's how our government works. This is America is a republic, yo, and not a democracy. That's how a republic works. It's supposed to be for the people, by the people. Like, but if you don't flex your muscle on the government, what the hell are you doing? You just talking. You're not writing no petitions. No, you're not writing any bills that's getting passed. The FBA is not doing that. They're not doing that. No bills, no, you know, nothing. You have to write the petition so you can write a bill, get enough people to sign a petition so you can write a new bill that could be passed through the government. And if any politicians that vote against it, then we can start pointing them out and, you know, and vote them out of office. You know? The president is the only position that you can vote for, you know? You got the Senate, you got Congress, Senate, the House of Representatives, all of that stuff, man. You know, even down to your local government, city council, government, you know, all of that, you know? You have to petition the government, but when it comes to people like Tariq Nasheed, yeah, he'll talk a good game. But this is what you got to do. You got to learn how to extract the truth away from out of people. You know, even if they are corrupt, like they could be corrupt or whatever. But if they say something true, don't reject the truth just because they are a corrupt person. Extract the truth away from them, and you know, and keep it moving that way. You know. Because a lot of people, like, some people would tell the truth, but they feel like if it's coming from the wrong person, or, you know, the truth doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way, you know. You got to learn how to extract the truth away from them and keep it moving. But, you know, as for, like, signing petitions and, you know, and, you know, getting laws passed through the government, Tariq Nasheed is not going to do that. You even saw it in 2020 when it was when the country shut the hell down, everybody was exposed, man. Like it was just game over for them. Like, Tariq Nasheed even came out and said it himself. He's not a leader. He's not a leader to lead anybody. He said it himself. He said it. But it seems like since everything kind of opened back up and like everybody could be like, move around and do everything normally again, it's like people forgot about that. You forgot about the shutdowns and who the hell was exposed behind that shit. When that shit happened, man, you know what I'm saying? I even called them out, like, no farms, no nothing. No farms, no nothing, no camp, no camps set up, nothing. Like, no camp set up in the woods or anything. No militia, nothing. No prepping, no food preservations or anything. Like, nothing. He just gets on the internet and just talk shit all day. Nothing. No, not learning how to generate your own electricity and all this stuff, free energy and all this. Nothing. Like, you gotta understand, man, the man is controlled opposition, and so is everybody else, just about everybody else within the black, so-called black power structure that we have over here. I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm glad to see there's other people out there that's not willing to take no shit out here. Like, it's like, damn, it's about time I see somebody, But besides that, it's like, you understand, people are control opposition, man. And the thing about it, since they're so damn controlled, they want everybody to be under them and be controlled under, since they're so controlled, they want everybody to be under them so nothing could be outside of what they're trying to do, And it doesn't work that way. Everybody has their own thing going on, But and on the flip side of that, like, control, having people like Tariq Nasheed control opposition, and the main reason because of that, it goes back to to the African diaspora. Like, y'all do have to build your country, man. Like, the Asians, they felt, they got some discrimination over here in this country, but they was able to get laws passed quick. They not controlled opposition over here. They was able to get laws passed quick as hell. Petition the government, get laws passed, discrimination against Asians. Like, they was able to do that quick. Why? Because, the Asians have a superpower in this world, this is why, the African diaspora, like, Tariq Nasheed is right. At the same time, he's right. You have to build your own country. You have to become a power structure in this world. You own your own land, And the thing about it is, like, when you become when you don't do that, you don't become a power structure in the world. You don't take advantage of what you have. When you don't do that, you're going to get people like a Tariq Nasheed in America, man. You're going to get people just like him. And there's a lot of people that's just like him that's in America right now that's not doing shit. I'm hoping I touch on everything that I meant to touch on, man. I feel like I touched on everything, man. But yeah, man, like, this shit is crazy though, man. It's like, someone once said, it's like trying to unite black people, especially black men. It's like trying to unite all the stray cats in the city and shit. That analogy is so fucking. It's like it feels like it's true, man. Like, when you try to unite black people, in America and around the world, it's like trying to collect all the stray cats in a big ass city, and trying to bring them all together and shit. Anyway, I'm out, man.